Hey guys, welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. Okay, so last week I posted a what I eat in a day and you guys seemed to really like it. I'm on a journey right now to lose 75 pounds. I've been sharing daily what I eat in a days on Instagram and on my YouTube stories, but I thought I would just share on a regular basis here in my regular videos as well. I started out my day like all good days should start out with a workout and some coffee. But before we get into it, I want to take a quick second and thank PMD for sponsoring today's video. You guys know that I'm obsessed with skincare and taking care of my face, so that's why I'm excited to share the PMD Clean Pro Jade with you guys today. I actually did a video with PMD, I think it was last month or the month before, so I can link that down below as well, but I got a lot of good feedback from you guys that you loved their products, so I'm happy to partner with them again to offer you guys a discount, especially with the holiday season coming up. The PMD Clean Pro Jade is rechargeable, cordless, and the brush never needs replacing, which I think is fantastic. I really love the fact that it is rechargeable, and I have found that the battery lasts a really long time. It's perfect for exfoliating and moisturizing, and it helps keep my skin clean and clear from breakouts. I really love washing my face with this. I feel like I get a deeper clean than I can with just my hands. And if I'm spending money on skincare products, I obviously want to make sure that they work their best, and this tool makes my skincare more effective. The PMD Clean Pro Jade also has active warmth heat therapy, and the jade stone helps increase skincare absorption, reduce inflammation, and improve skin elasticity. I really like using the heated element when I apply my serums, especially in the morning. I just find that it's really soothing on my skin, and you guys have to seriously feel it to believe it. Like, imagine the warmth of a jade stone just like gently massaging your serums and your skincare into your skin. It is like magical. So if you guys want to try the PMD Clean Pro, I highly recommend it, either for yourself. Definitely invest in your own skincare, but I think this would also make a great gift as well. They are giving my viewers 30% off, so I'll have a link in the description box below. You can go to that and use code JENPMD to get 30% off. So thank you again to PMD for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to click that link in the description box to get your 30% off. Okay, so like I said, I started out my day by doing a 30-minute ride on my SoulCycle bike. I've gotten some questions on Instagram when I've been posting like my daily what I eat in a days about my exercise and everything, so I'll explain that a little bit. So most days I do obviously want to get in some exercise. It really depends on what I have going on in terms of work and travel. If I'm at home, it has been super easy for me to get the exercise in, obviously because I have a spin bike here. If I'm away from home, not so easy, but sometimes I do fit it in, or I just count my walking in the airport. But I love my SoulCycle bike. I did not really think that I would like spinning, but I actually really do, especially if there's like a really good instructor and a good playlist. And then after that, I opened my Nespresso advent calendar and made myself a coffee. So I just like to do one of the Nespresso pods, usually just a plain coffee, depending on the flavor, whatever flavor, it doesn't matter to me. I don't put any sweetener in my coffee. And then I just use whole milk. I like to use the Fairlife milk normally because it's higher protein, but they were out of that and substituted Lactaid, which is fine, whatever, I'll use it. So I just frothed some of that up in my Nespresso frother and added it to my coffee, and that was delicious as always. And then for breakfast, I kind of had a weird breakfast. So I'm not a person that really thinks that you need to always eat like breakfasty things for breakfast. So I had half of this tuna wrap that I got from Whole Foods. Basically, it's just like a spinach wrap, and it's got lettuce and cabbage, and then a tuna salad inside that's got cranberries and apples. It was actually pretty good. I love tuna. I know some people don't like it, but I love tuna salad, and I find that's a really great source of protein. Although this was probably not the most ideal breakfast for me. Normally I try to get in a little bit more protein with like eggs and cottage cheese, but I feel like today is an example of one of those days where my eating is maybe not super super ideal, and that's gonna show up in my snacking, which you will see later. Okay, so for lunch, I'm gonna have this tuna avocado roll that I got at Whole Foods yesterday. So it looks like, I don't see how much protein it has, 13 grams, I guess. That's not bad. So it looks like it just has avocado, tuna, and rice. And then I'm gonna top it with some of this sriracha mayo. I got this, I think, at Walmart. I'm not sure, but I like spicy mayo on my sushi, so I'm gonna use some of that too. So this is where I found that I didn't eat enough for lunch, obviously. So that tuna roll that I had, while it was good, it was definitely not the most filling option. And so I had a super busy afternoon of calls and I could not get away from my desk. And what did I have in my bag? I had some pepperoni pizza combos. And I also had some beef jerky. Beef jerky, good. Combos, not so much. I probably only had a serving of them, which was good that I was able to like stay within a portion range. But that just shows me, obviously, that I need to keep like obviously healthy things on hand. Whatever you have within reach when you're super hungry is what you're gonna grab. And normally when I'm in my office, I keep my mini fridge stocked up with like water, sparkling water, diet soda, yogurt, cheese sticks, you know, like I try to keep like good high protein things in there, but right now my fridge is empty. So I'm definitely gonna work on restocking that this weekend. Sometimes my days are just so busy from like back to back meetings. And I feel like today I wasn't able to necessarily set myself up for success because I just got back from a work trip super late last night. And so it just kind of threw off my planning overall. So throughout the day and after lunch, I hydrated with some water. I always keep like a giant tumbler of ice water near me, and I try to use a straw because I find that it helps me drink more water. And then I also like to use like the True Lemon or the True Lime water flavor. I don't use it all the time, but I find it's a nice like mix up rather than just plain water. So if you struggle getting your water in, I would highly recommend that. I've also had some questions about like my calorie goal and what I'm using to track and all of that. So I did have a consult with a nutritionist, and she recommended that I have around 2,100 calories a day. Prioritizing protein. So in terms of macros, like fat, carbs, protein, try to get 35 to 40% of my macros to be protein. So that comes out to around like 190 grams of protein a day. I really struggle to get that much in. I'm not a huge fan of protein shakes, but I may be trying some of those in the future. A lot of people have recommended the Fairlife protein shakes. I cannot find them around me, and I looked on Amazon. I think there's a starter pack that I might be able to order. I just am leery of either like going to Costco or ordering a huge flat of them from Amazon when I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it. And I know I can use protein powder as well and things like that. But yeah, I think that has been one of my struggles so far. And so that's my goals in terms of nutrition. I use MyFitnessPal to track. I have used MyFitnessPal for over 10 years probably. I have like my weight in there going back to I think like 2011. So if you guys want to be my friend on MyFitnessPal, you can just friend me there. My name is just Jen Chapin. And I find it super helpful. I have the premium version, and the reason why I like the premium version is because you can see macros by meal. So for example, when I plug my lunch in, I can see exactly how many grams of protein that had, obviously since I'm focusing on protein, and I just like the functionality that it gives you. MyFitnessPal also allows you to take progress photos and attach them on the days when you weigh in, so I think that's super helpful as well. Okay, so later on in the afternoon, while I was making the kids an early dinner, I did snack on some pasta salad from Whole Foods. This is a smoked mozzarella pasta salad. It is one of my favorites. I only had half a cup of that, just what was left in the container. So again, probably not the best choice, but overall today I was under my calories, so I can't complain too much. All right, so this is what I'm gonna have for dinner. This is the, I think they call it the salmon brunch salad from Whole Foods. So I'm actually gonna put it in a bowl because I always find like these salad containers are way too
Is that pickled onion or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pickled red onion. I mean to tell you, don't buy the Kraft string cheese. It's kind of gross. Their string cheese is like super mushy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That other brand string cheese you buy is legit.
Yeah, the Stringles is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my dressing on. What this kind of reminds me of is the, what's that called? The chicken green goddess salad from Panera. Okay, so I have to tell you guys, the salad from Whole Foods was pretty dang good. So I highly recommend it if you can ever get your hands on it. And then when I picked Connor up from swim, I just got a cold brew from Scooters. This is just a plain cold brew coffee with an extra shot of espresso, and then I just got the sugar cookie foam on top. Okay, so even though the salmon salad that I had for dinner was really good, I honestly feel like there wasn't enough salmon in it. Like, it was just a tiny portion. So I feel like it could have been a little bit higher in protein, but because of that, I was hungry later in the evening, and I actually stayed up later on this day because I was finishing a cooking video that I had to finish. And so while I was in the kitchen doing that, I just snacked on this guacamole that I got at Whole Foods also. I don't know, I probably ate, what, about a third of a cup of that with some tortilla chips. And then I also had some of this Cracker Barrel sharp cheddar cheese. I actually think this is pretty good in terms of like something to portion out. I really find that cheese can be something that I can overconsume if I'm not careful, because it's so tasty and it's easy to overeat it. But if you get something like this that's in the little slices, then you can easily portion it out. So like for these, I had 2 servings of this, but 1 serving is 4 slices, and that comes out to 140 calories and 7 grams of protein. So overall, I did get 14 grams of protein in with the cheese, but then I just kept drinking my water and went to bed last night. So overall yesterday, I'm just looking at my my Fitness Pal to let you guys know like how many calories I had and stuff. So overall yesterday, I had 2,238 calories in. But that came out to net calories of about 2,000 because of the exercise that I did. So I was under my calorie goal of 2,153. I actually had 101 calories remaining. So definitely exercise saved me yesterday, which was good. And then in terms of nutrition, it wasn't the best. I went over on my carbs and under on my protein. I only got 90 grams of protein. The other thing I think I really need to focus on is more fiber as well. I probably need to eat more fruits and veggies. I'm not a huge fruit fan unless it's in a smoothie, so maybe I could do like some protein smoothies. I definitely like veggies better than fruit. I know that probably sounds weird to some people, but I really do. And then you guys also had a question on how much weight I am down. So I've been at this consistently for a little over 2 weeks now. I think it's been around 18 days. Honestly, my weight has fluctuated, and I'm trying not to get discouraged with that, because also I had my monthly visitor this week as well. So thanks to Auntie Flo, I think my weight obviously fluctuates during that time. So when I weighed myself on Monday of this week, I was actually down 3 pounds from my starting weight, which 3 pounds in 2 weeks obviously is not a huge amount of weight, but if you add that up over the weeks and months, that's what I'm going for, like slow and steady. I know that I did not gain this weight overnight. It actually took me 5 or 6 years to get back up to this weight. So I have to be patient. I have to be consistent. I just have to keep doing the things that I'm doing, drinking my water, exercising, eating my protein, and obviously the scale will follow. But then today I weighed myself and I was back up a pound. So I would say within, you know, the last 2 weeks, I've lost anywhere from 2 to 3 pounds depending on the day. You know, really it's not the trend from like day to day or even week to week that matters so much. It's really over the long term, right? So I'm gonna keep tracking my weight every week. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and we're gonna see progress. I think really like what snapped in my head in terms of you know, being committed to weight loss is, one day I was sitting there thinking about it, and I thought, you know, I watch other people in my life that are getting older, you know, people in my family that are getting older, and not even necessarily older, but just like, you know, in their 50s and 60s and early 70s, that are really having a lot of health problems. And really that's what motivates me. It's not necessarily the weight loss in and of itself, but it's like, you know, I know that I want to retire, and I want to be able to do fun things when I retire, and I don't want to have, you know, keep having to have joint surgeries and, you know, not be able to get around and have health complications and things like that. And so that's what's really motivating me more than the weight loss. And I think even like just the exercising consistently has been a huge win for me. You know, just even me exercising more days than not has been something that I've made like really great progress on, even just in the last 2 weeks. And obviously I plan to continue that. But one of the things I was gonna say specifically about losing weight is, I think sometimes we talk about losing weight and things that we're not sure about in a way that does not cause us to reach our goal. What I mean by that is, like, for example, when I was in grad school, and when I went back to grad school when my kids were younger, you know, I didn't say throughout the time that I was in school, well, I hope I'm gonna get my master's degree. No, I just said, I'm in school and I'm getting my master's degree and I'm gonna graduate in whatever month and whatever year. Like, I just claimed it, right? And there was no doubt in my mind that I was like gonna get through school and get my degree. And I just thought about the times before when I've thought about weight loss in very ambiguous terms. Like, I would just say to myself, like, okay, well, I hope I can lose 20 pounds, or I hope I can lose 50 pounds. And no, I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna tell myself, like, I can do it. I'm gonna lose 75 pounds. And if it takes me 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 10 months, a year, like, I don't care how long it takes me, but I'm gonna do it. And so that's where I think like the mind shift was for me, because I know that I can do hard things. Like, I do hard things all the time. We all do hard things all the time. And losing weight is not easy. If you've ever struggled with your weight in your life before, you know that really the hardest thing, I think, is just the dedication and the consistency, because the middle part is boring, right? It's just like the mundane of doing the same thing every day, day in and day out, drinking your water, eating your protein, staying under your calories, choosing good food, exercising. Like, it's just very mundane from day to day. And I think overall we're very conditioned, especially with social media now, to see like those awesome like TikTok transitions, like, oh, look at me, I lost over 100 pounds, and it's like bam, and you see like the before and after, but the middle part is the boring part, right? Like, that's the part that people are like, boo, like no one wants to see it, no one wants to think about it. So I'm just trying to think about it, you know, differently, and I'm trying to obviously document my progress. And hopefully, you know, if you guys are on a similar journey, many of you have told me that as well. I know that I'm not the only person that needs to or wants to lose weight, obviously, and not even just for like vanity reasons. Like I said, it's more for just like how I feel in my body, how I feel in my clothes, my endurance. You know, I can already tell that my cardiovascular strength and health has improved just by exercising 30 minutes a day. So yeah, that is what I did today. So thank you guys for coming along with me. Also, don't forget to check out PMD. I will have that link down below in the description box, so check that out and use my code to get 30% off, either for yourself or a gift, or get yourself one and get a gift for somebody else. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.